Welcome to the video on how to write your lab report for Experiment 10, Acid Base Titration. The objectives of the lab are to determine the concentration of a sodium hydroxide solution using the correct techniques. To help you visualize the steps for using the glassware, please review the videos that show you the correct steps. Let's review some of the key terms and concepts. With all of the glassware, it is important to make a volume reading where your eye is level with the bottom of the meniscus. The graduation scale of a 50 ml burette is 0.10 milliliters, so remember to record the volume to 2 decimal places. For Part A of the lab, a standard solution of potassium hydrogen phthalate, KHP, was prepared from the pure solid. This task requires you to use the following techniques: weighing by tairing, quantitative transfer, and use of the volumetric flask. Potassium hydrogen phthalate will be referred to as KHP throughout this video. In Part B of the lab, you carried out a titration, which is the neutralization of KHP with sodium hydroxide. The endpoint of the reaction is visualized by the light pink color of the acid base indicator. Because you are doing multiple titrations, you may have a small deviation in the volume of base used. Now let's go over the calculations. Please look over your marked labs for any mistakes you can correct. In Part A, you can visualize what is happening for each step in the preparation of a KHP standard solution. You can construct a plan that relates the known quantities to the final concentration. The weight of KHP was measured, and that can be converted into moles using the molar mass. The concentration of KHP can be calculated since you know the volume of the volumetric flask. In Part B, calculate the average volume of sodium hydroxide used that have titration volumes within plus or minus 0.10 mils or less. Since you know the KHP molarity and the volume used, you can calculate the moles of KOH and the final concentration with the average volume. The lab question is based on an acid-base reaction as well. Use a plan to relate the different values needed to solve the problem. The plan used to solve the problem relates the balance equation and given quantities to calculate the original sulfuric acid concentration. Before you write the conclusion, check your marked labs and review the lab technique videos for ideas. Many of the concepts to include in the conclusion have been covered in previous videos. When you begin to write the conclusion, address the following points. What is the purpose of a titration? You will need to include the set of keywords shown on this slide. You will also need to address what is the purpose of using an indicator. In this last slide, be sure to include the items listed as part of the conclusion and watch your significant figures in the calculations. Best regards for the rest of the term and for your final set of exams. Thank you for watching this video on how to write your lab report for Lab 10.